How's everybody doing today? I've got my comments on, I believe. My comments on? Somebody say something. It looks like my comments are on. Diddly, diddly. Okay. Larry, what's shaking? Old friend? Well, let's see. I would like to tell you a couple of stories before we start our stories. Let me just make sure everything's good here. We got some snow. Who's stoked about snow? Me. I am. Okay, good, good, good. Just gonna see. If I see comments here. Marianne, say something so I can see if I'm seeing my comments. Somebody has to make sure so that I know, because last time I couldn't see the comments. Oh, here we go. Delete, delete, delete. Okay. Comments. All right. Katie, there's a comment. Hi. All right. We're in biz. We're in biz. Hi, Renee. Okay. We're good. We're good. So first of all, I had 3 winners last week. Colton! What's up, Colton? Little man. I had 3 Gumball winners last week. And you're going to win something cool I just made. Ready? So the first winner is Sarah Geller. Look at that. It's a little kitty. Meow, meow, meow. And it comes with a little pen. Aww. You can write little notes like, hey, boo. Hey, mom. Whatever. Look at this one. It's got a little jack-o'-lantern. And I got little skulls and stuff, scary things. So the next winner was Kaylee. Kaylee won. Yay, Kaylee! Ooh, you're with the crew waiting to board your next flight. Where are you flying to? And then the last winner is one of the kids at the Funenstein Hiltner house. I don't remember names. You have to tell me again. I have a very short attention span. My brain has a lot of things, so I can't retain whatnot. Ciao! Ciao, Mick! Ciao, ciao! My Italian friend. Check out this guy. He's a little Wookie. You know? Orlando for 3 whooping hours. Well, that is wonderful. I bet Orlando will be nice to touch down and then take off again. So let's do a quick dad joke. Let's see. How about, did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. Greece, the place. It's very punny, very punny. I don't know if you'll get that. How about, one more thing. Why did the policeman smell bad? Because he was on duty. Duty as in duty. That's not bad. That's not bad. I like it. So we got our winners. They're going to get these little things in the mail. So those parents have to message me your address so I can send you a fun little treat that I just made. Hot off the foil stamping press. Okay? Boop. So, that's cool. We're going to get right into it. Hey, Andrew! I'm going to see you this weekend. Beep, boop, beep. We're going to start with this one. It wasn't me! Because I love crows. And I also feel like I am the crow in this story. Okay? I'm doing a little self-interjection of myself into this book. But we'll see. Okay. Dee-dee-dee. Okay, so let's see how we go. We're starting right off the crack. Ready, everybody? One fine day, Ferret found a bush covered with ripe raspberries. Delighted, he started to pick them. Back and forth he ran until he had a huge pile of raspberries. But when he returned from picking the fruit on the other side of the bush, the entire pile had disappeared. What? So he's like, oh man, this is going to be great. I'm going to make smoothies. I'm going to freeze some. I'm going to put them on my ice cream and my pudding and maybe put some in a cake. And then they were gone. Where could they have gone? Ferret searched all around, but no trace was left of his beautiful berries. Mouse came along, and Ferret told her everything. So they just disappeared? Just like that, cried Ferret. I turned my back for a moment, and suddenly they were gone. All my hard work was for nothing. They must have been stolen, said Mouse. And if they were stolen, I have a good idea who could have done it. Mouse ran off, and Ferret followed. So they're both mean-mugging. Hey, who stole? Stealing's bad. I know. I worked hard to get this stuff. And what? That somebody's being bad. Yeah, I hate that, because I was going to make smoothies and make cakes. Ah! Okay. They came to a high tree. High in the branches perched Raven. Hey up there, cried Mouse. Did you steal Ferret's raspberries? Me? Of course not. Why did you come straight to me? Well, because you stole something before, said Mouse. And that was true. But I don't steal anymore, said Raven. And I didn't take the raspberries either. So they're like, hey, I see you up there. One time you did a thing and now we think you did it again. And he's like, what? I was just perched in a tree, dudes. Back off. Then what is this? Cried Mouse suddenly as she plucked a raspberry from right under Raven's tree and held it high. I don't know anything about that, said Raven. It doesn't even belong to me. That's right, said Ferret. The raspberry belongs to me. So you did steal again, and you dropped one of my raspberries here on the ground. But that isn't true, not true at all, cried Raven in despair. You're a thief, accused Mouse. A thief and a liar, because you won't confess to what you've done. Whoa, things are getting really dark. So Mouse is angry and jumping to conclusions, and the bird is like, come on, dudes. I know I did a bad thing before, but I don't do that anymore. And he's like, but look, I found this. Okay. Mouse and Ferret left Raven. They called a meeting of the animals. Everyone should hear what happened and decide what to do about Raven. Mouse told the whole story. The animals were very indignant. That means mad. It's odd, though, said Hamster, that Raven keeps saying he didn't do it. Last time she stole something, she confessed. Well, that's true, said Hedgehog, but Mouse did find the raspberry right underneath Raven's tree. Everybody agreed that the raspberry was a real clue. At last, they decided that Raven must have stolen again. These guys are pretty cute. Look at this one. Haha, he's like, I'm a little comfy mousey, and I got a little belly. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And then look at little Hedgehog. I don't know. I mean, I see that it doesn't look good for Raven, but I don't like it. And then look at these guys. Look at little Trash Panda is like, yeah, well, it is what it is. And this guy's like, not my friend Raven. So everybody's kind of just talking amongst themselves, making their own conclusions. When Raven finally came to the animal meeting, all the others were angry with her. "Stealing once we can forgive," Hamster said, "but doing it again? We can't tolerate it." Raven didn't know what to say at first, but then she grew angry. "It wasn't me," she cried, "and if you don't believe me, I'll go and live in a different forest where the animals are kind and trust me." And then she flew away. Meow. Look at these guys and their stink faces. "Oh yeah, oh yeah, whatever, go yeah." And then Raven's like, "My friends don't trust me anymore. It's nothing worse than that." There isn't anything worse than that. The animals were shocked. They ran after Raven. "Do you promise it wasn't you?" said Hedgehog. "I swear," Raven said quickly. So all the animals began to search more carefully for clues. After a while, Hamster found another raspberry not too far from Raven's tree. And then they found another. Nervously, they followed the trail. Who had stolen the raspberries? Could he be dangerous? Okay, so they're like, "Oh, check it out. Oh, there's another one. Oh, check it out. See, I told you. Hey, there's one. There's one too. Hey, look at this guy. Something's going on. Melena, what's up, buddy?" Then suddenly, they saw the most amazing sight. A long row of raspberries was moving through the grass. "But that can't be," cried Hamster. "Raspberries can't walk." Carefully, they tiptoed after the berries, which were snaking around a little hill and then vanishing. All the animals watched as the last raspberry disappeared down into an anthill. "Ants!" cried Hedgehog. "The ants have taken the raspberries, not Raven. They dropped one under her tree, and that's why we thought that she had stolen the berries." Ants! They're just like, "Hey, we're gonna steal these. Look at how big they are compared to those guys. That's a feast and a half for ants." The guard ants had climbed up to the top of the anthill to look at the intruders. "We'll get the raspberries back," Raven said determinedly. "But how?" whispered Hedgehog. "We can't dig them out. The anthill is much too deep." "And ants bite," Hamster said and shivered. But Raven was determined. Look at all their eyeballs. They're pretty cute. I think that the raccoon is probably cutest, but maybe the hamster, maybe the hedgie. Look at that little hedgie with his little tiny hands. Okay. "We'd like to speak with your queen," she said to the guard ants. "We want our raspberries back." "No way," said one of the ants. "Finders keepers, and that's final." "Well, all right," said Raven sweetly. "Ants taste almost as good as raspberries." "Ants taste good? Just a minute," cried the ant, and he disappeared into the anthill. That's a very tricky way to go about it, because I could just eat you guys. Check you laters. And they're like, "Oh, snap, hang on, we'll get the queen." In a moment, the ant queen appeared before them. "Your Majesty, your ants have stolen Ferret's raspberries. We ask that you give them back immediately," Hamster said. "Stolen? Ridiculous," said the ant queen. "Our job is to keep the woods neat and tidy. That's what we do. When something is just lying around, you pick it up and bring it home. And the raspberries were just lying there, so of course we brought them home." "But they were Ferret's berries," said Hedgehog, "and they didn't belong to you." The ant queen thought about this. "Well," she said at last, "just this once we will return the raspberries. But if you leave something lying around that tastes good, you'd better watch out." And that's true for humans too. If you leave things lying about in your house, most certainly ants are showing up to take it away, and that's no bueno. So they're like, "Hey, listen, dude, that's not cool." And then she's like, "Well, get real with the rules of the forest, dudes." They're like, "Yeah." Okay. The queen told the ants to bring the berries up. Soon, there was a huge pile of ripe raspberries, and all the animals should have been happy, but they still felt terrible about accusing Raven. "I'm truly sorry that I didn't believe you," apologized Mouse. Ferret was so ashamed that he told Raven she could have all the raspberries. Raven was the only one who was happy. She was so happy that she decided right then and there to have a great raspberry feast. And I invite all of you, she said gleefully, even the ants. So ferret, mouse, hamster, hedgehog, raven, and thousands of ants ate sweet red raspberries until they could eat not another bite. Aww, that's pretty beautiful. So they're like, oh, check it out. And he's like, ah, this thing's huge. And he's like, my eyes are red. And the ants are like, dude, these are awesome. And he's like, I'll juggle them first. And look at this guy. He's got his little mouth pouches all full. And that guy's like, I'm going to just love this one for a minute. It's pretty awesome. Hello, Eric. So, the moral of the story is don't go judging folks before you got all the facts. I like that, you know? Get your story straight, and if people say they didn't do it, believe them. If they swear, believe them. You know, even if they maybe one time, maybe did bad things before, you can still forgive them and move on. Okay? So that was a good one. I don't remember where this book came from. It's one of mine. One of my very own. Oh, and I found out who sent the other books. Ingrid. Ingrid and Shelby. Are you guys watching Ingrid and Shelby? Hello, Dawn. Homeroom is here again. Yay! So, let's see. I was going to show you some other stuff. So, check it out. I got these cool little pens because I like cute things. Look, it's got a little meow, meow, meow on it. So check out these pens. Are you ready? Shelby! These pens are so cute. I want to eat them up. Check this one out. Diddle-dee. It's a little tiny kitty on a little pen. It's got little paws. So there's that one, and then there's that one. Telling you, these things are so cute. Look at that one. So, you know, just saying, that is like the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oops. And it comes in a little tin. So that's pretty cool. Like that. What else? Oh, I know. I did some new prints. Perfectly cute. Very funny, Katie. So look at this. I did a new cardinal. Ooh. See? The blocks are over here too. See? Carve that, print that. Opposite. Yeah. Did that one. Then, and I'm going to color them, so it's going to be sweet. Then I did this one. Pine tree. With little pinstripes. That one's going to be sweet. Okay. Delete. Then I did this one. Ready for super cuteness? Aww, look at these guys. I carved this block, and I made these. Aww, they're gonna be so cute. I can hardly stand it. They're gonna be little baby deer in the snow. You are remarkable, Shelby. You are remarkable. Okay, so let's see what else. I already told you the winners, right? We've got Sarah, Kaylee, and the Hiltners. And then Ingrid gave the books because she's a stud. And then remember this? You know who gave me this? Emmett, Malia, and Shauna. So that's pretty awesome. Beep boop beep. You know, I guess I don't really have. I kind of was running late today, so I didn't really like prep it up for today. My bad. I had to go to the post office, and I had to work on design stuff with my buddy Mo, and you know, like designy stuff. Dana, you still have to pick up your poster, you slacker. And I didn't really practice my ukulele really at all, so that's unfortunate. So we'll just do one more story from the Sneetches. Drinking a coffee with you. For lunch, let's see. Lunch today. I haven't thought. See? I'm not prepared. This is just rookie mistakes right now. I think for lunch today is gonna be, you know, maybe awesome tomato soup. You know, it's easy. It's a little comfort-ish. All right, I'll see you next week, Tina. Sweet. So yeah, tomato soup, maybe with some cheese and crackers. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do this one. This is little stories, and the story is called "What Was I Scared Of?" Okay, so this is the little dude who's starring in this story. He's like a little cat dog. He's a dat or a cog, a cat dog. Chips and top the tater. That sounds awesome, Shugs. I wish I had top the tater because I would totally eat it. What kind of chips are you dipping in there, you think, today? We going potato? We going kettle? What's the situation? At your leisure. All right, we'll get back to that. Okay, so here we go on the what was I scared of? Well, I was walking in the night and I saw nothing scary, for I had never been afraid of anything, not very. So he's just like, diddly, I'm going for a walk in the woods at night. Not recommended, but if you do, just probably wear something reflective and, you know, keep your wits about you. Then I was deep within the woods when suddenly I spied them. I saw a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. I was scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be there for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? So he's like, wait, what? No, there's just pants hanging there. Like, just sitting there with no people in them. I'm telling you, I would certainly be scared. Regular wavy lays, good call. And then they moved, those empty pants. They kind of started jumping. And then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out fast. As fast as I could, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that I did not care for. No, sir. Okay, first of all, seeing pants just with no body, terrifying. Having the pants take off after you? What? I would probably just die on the spot, and then I wouldn't have to worry about it. But, I mean, I don't know what you do. After that, a week went by. Then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. Well, I had fetched the spinach. I was starting back through town when those pants raced round a corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran home, believe me. I had really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride them, especially spooky pale green pants with nobody inside them. That is bizarre. So he's like, oh great, I was going to make some spinach salad, which is good for me and makes me live a long life. And then this guy, boo, comes, comes at me really fast with no person, doesn't know what's going. I mean, that is terrifying, really. Quite terrifying, I think. And the next night I was fishing for doubt trout on the Rouville River when those pants came rowing towards me. Well, I started to shiver. And by now I was so frightened that I'll tell you, but I hate to. I screamed and rode away. And hook and line and bait too. Man, what's with these pants? What is their problem? And how do pants row? Do they row with their toes? That is bizarre. As you can see, he was fishing. There's a couple fish he caught. But he lost his rod and his worm. And he's like, ah, I'm out of here, dudes. That is weird. I just don't even know where this is going. I ran and found a brickle bush. I had hid myself away. I got brickles in my britches, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night, the next night too. I'll be there still, no doubt, but I had to do an errand, so the next night I went out. Who knows what breeches are? Breeches are trousers. Who knows what trousers are? Trousers are pants. So breeches, trousers, pants, all the same thing. Go ahead and use them. Work them in. Fun. Hey, Mom, where are my breeches? Where are my trousers? Try it. I had to do an errand. had to pick a peck of sneed in a dark and gloomy sneed field. There was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said those words. I said them, but I lied them. So he was going to pick sneed in the sneed forest. But look at him. He's like, I've got circles under my eyes. I can't sleep. These pants are haunting me. He's picking little sneed berries. He looks quite sad. Then I reached inside a sneed bush, and the next thing I knew, I felt my hand touch someone. And I'll bet that you know who. Ah! So he's like, delete. Ah! He touched the tush of the trousers. The pale green trousers. Ah! That's no bueno. And there I was, caught in the sneed, and in that dreadful place, those spooky empty pants, and I was standing face to face. I yelled for help, I screamed, I shrieked, I howled, I yelled, I cried. Oh, save me from these pale green pants with nobody inside. Look at that. I mean, come on. Ah! What? I don't know how you come face to face with trousers. I don't think that's even a thing, but okay, you know. But then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I had never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. Oh, scared pants! That's hilarious! Look at him, he's like, I'm pale green trousers, and I'm frightened. And he's like, oh man, I mean, I didn't mean to make you scared, but you're the scary one. Diddly. And then I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants, with nobody inside them. Who doesn't want to make friends with a pair of pale green trousers? That's hilarious. Leave it to Dr. Seuss to both confuse us and make us laugh. I think that is fantastic. You know, what was Dr. Seuss thinking when he thought, I'm going to write a story about pale green breeches? That's hilarious. Well, that is a little bit of a Halloween story. You know, so next week I'm definitely going to read Halloween stories, and we'll talk about Halloween, and we'll eat candy. And if I got some recommendations for books from you guys, good job. I haven't gone to the library yet, but I'm gonna go this weekend. So you can message me, and I'll go do that. I'll be like, yeah, hey, I need to get a bunch of funny books, and they'll be like, that's the funny book section, and I'll be like, sweet, okay, all right. So it's gumball time. Let's start taking our projections of the gumball situation. We're only doing 1 this time, even though last week we did 3. Remember, those guys are gonna win these. Look at that washi tape. Come on. Little baby ghosts with little faces. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And look at the little leaves. So that's what winners get. Winners get this. And even if you don't win, you're still a winner. So don't be sad. So come on with the gumballs. Let's go. Okay. Katie and Parker. Blue and pink. Here we go. All right. Keep them coming, folks. I'm going to play music for a hot minute while you start. Colton says white and orange. Good one, Colton. Colton says white and orange. And Don says orange and pink. And Ellen says pink. You gotta pick 2, Ellen. And Angela says blue and yellow. Who else? Guesses we've got. That's fine. That's good. We're just gonna do it then. You know, it's about time. So keep them coming. I'll get my things together. Got my penny, and I've got my sweet gumball machine. Diddle-doo, diddle-doo, diddle-doo. White and pink, blue and blue. Doubling down at the Catterhagen house. Okay, here we go. Get everything ready so you can see. Remember this? Beep, boop, beep. All right. Okay. Give it a good little rumble. Here we go. Ready, everyone? Guesses in. Diddle-deed. Green and blue from Hannah. Whoa! Ready? Any last guesses? This is a good one. No last guesses. All right, well, it is blue and red, blue and red, blue and red together make purple in my mouth. All right, so we'll see who won that, if anyone. You guys rock. Good job, everybody. Thanks, Ingrid, for the books. I'm gonna find other good books. Remember these cool things. Da-da-da. You guys are the best. Have a lovely day. Enjoy the weather. It's a little bit cruddy. It's all right. Watch out for pale green breeches. Okay? All right. Good day. Bye-bye.